website at Smart24 TV on Facebook, Smart24 TV on Instagram, Smart24 TV on Twitter as well. I'm Joran Paul Sanko, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We're heading to our sports business on Smart24 TV. But first, from the local scene, as KCCA did confirm the signing of Benjamin Ochan, but he made his vow when he returned. KCCA fans should expect trophies and beautiful food. The team has a number of youngsters, and which is compared to then when a number of senior players had to be there. Now, Ochan, who is now among the few senior players at the team, is among those who are set to guide the young players. Being one of the senior players in the team, he has to be able to offer the guidance to the young lads. Ochan returns to the Lugogo for the third stint, as the first was in the 2008-9 season, the second in the 2015-18, and now the third is the 2021-2023 season. So at Sports Club Victoria University in 2013-2014, and during his second stint as KCCFC player in 2015-2018 in Zambia, he later joined AFC Leopards on a 2-year deal from 2019 to 2021. His youth career started at Entebbe Young Academy to Kampala Kids House in 2007. Benjamin Ochan signed a 2-year deal at KCCFC Football Club during his third stint at club, and that is credit to the KCCFC media. A successful script has been written for Benjamin Ochan, as Ochan is a winner and a victor of all sorts. As a teenager, he won as many trophies on the domestic with Shell Tennis and a global stage with KKL in the Tivoli and Gothia Youth tournaments in Europe. He has 2 Uganda Premier League titles from the 2015 to 2016 and KCCA FC. He had earlier guided Sports Club Victoria University to the Sekafa Nile Benson Cup in 2014. Ochan also won the Uganda Cup in 2016-2017 season with KCC as the second vice captain. In 2017, Ochan set 2 penalties against Egyptian side Al Masry and scored the winner as KCCA made the group stages of CAF Confederations Cup for the very first time. So if you're a KCCA fan, you could definitely remember those heroic saves of Benjamin Ochan, who is also featured for a couple of times for the Uganda Cranes side. Dennis Okot shields his goalkeeper against Benjamin Ochan. As the other signings who have actually been making way to KCCA include Yasa Mugerwa, left back Brian Majoega, Brian Kayanja, Emmanuel Waswa, Geoffrey Waswa, Usama Arafat, Innocent Wafula, Rogers Mato, and the Ochan entity Derek, as well as Derek Ochan and Benjamin Ochan. Now the club also promoted youngsters Elvis Mwanje and Juma Ibrahim from the junior ranks. Elvis Mwanje and Juma Ibrahim from the junior ranks to fit into the senior club. So you can clearly see and weigh, if you are an Express fan, you are a Vipers soccer club fan, call it URA, look into the clubs that are making entrance. New signings. Do you think your new signings are fit to outbeat the Kasasiro boys? Or if at all you are a KCCA fan, do you think your new signings can actually beat down those of the Venoms in Vipers, or those from the URAFC, the tax collectors, or those of Express, or even Ondu Paraka or Arua Hill FC? The season is set to take center stage in October. We still await and see when the fixtures will be laid on board and see when kickoff will start and see who will win this particular trophy of the 2021-2022 Uganda Premier League season. Express FC are actually the defending champions of this particular trophy in the particular Uganda that is the top flight football in Uganda's Premier League over there. All right, still with the Uganda Premier League, however, we head to West Nile now as Ondu Paraka have signed a 17-year-old midfielder in James Jarieko. Now, James Jarieko penned a 2-year deal at the Ondu Paraka from Bitter Swan rivals Paida Black Angels. As StarTimes Uganda Premier League entity, Ondu Paraka Football Club signing a 17-year-old midfielder James Jarieko in order to boost their squad as well after the signing of Muhammad Shaban. Now they've added James Jarieko. James Jarieko. Now Jarieko penned a 2-year deal at the club christened as the Caterpillars from Bitter Swan rivals in Paida Black Angels. The West Nile Best Club officially announced the arrival of the youngster on Monday, 13th September 2021 via their official social media platforms. And the agency, which is managed by Sepuya, which is Fast Sprouting Sepuya Inc. agency, which presented by presented the international, is a product of the FUFA Juniors League, having scored 18 goals in 21 games for Paida Black Angels junior team. He also featured for Bull junior team, scoring as many as 16 goals in 13 games. That's a very good statistic for a player who is 17 years. He is also a member of the Uganda Under-17 national team, the Cubs. It has been revealed that Ondu Paraka already agreed terms with George Lutalo as head coach to take over from Joseph Harold Mutiaba, whose employment contract was terminated. Ondu Paraka also secured the services of former captain Mohamed Shaban from Vipers, whose contract has also been terminated. And for him, he's actually going to be there for 2 years, according to the employment contract that he signed with Ondu Paraka. And if we were to look at the released players before we head to the international scene, the released players from the Caterpillars, that is from the Ondu Paraka side, they have released a number of players, among which include Noel Nasasira, Moses Okot, Living Kabong, Oscar Agaba, Augustine Opoka, Najib Tusaba Guadinho, Hakim Magombe, Ali Mutibi, Amis Thiago Mwonge, Justin Akot, Shan Waswa, Dennis Kaka Adama, Mahad Ajobe to Medi Cheline. So clearly, those are some of the players that have been released, a number of which have quite many. That is like a full opening lineup that has been released by Ondu Paraka FC, and they are looking to recruit other players. So they let go of some and they recruit others. So by recruiting, they're adding to the varsity experience of their teams, which is giving them more potential to compete favorably for the trophy or even for top spots in the 2021-2022 Uganda Premier League season that is set takes center stage in October. All right, now on to the international scene to clearly see what is making headlines on the global scene or in the international scene as we look at the top 10 most valuable clubs in world football right now. Now we are going to head into that particular discussion where most of you have been having all these discussions. I've seen around border stages where people always have these discussions of like which club is most valuable, which club is the most expensive club, which club has more money, which club spends most money. So all these come on board. But the bigger question here is which club is the MVP of all clubs? Which club is the most valuable? Not the MV, not the MVP. MVP is like most valuable player. Which club is the most valuable in world football right now? Manchester City have been ranked as the most valuable squad in world football right now, despite Cristiano Ronaldo's return to Manchester United earlier this summer. Just a simple analysis. Before we even go into the teams as we look at the top 10. Ronaldo returned to Old Trafford 12 years after leaving for Real Madrid, and is set to make his second debut, and actually made his second debut against Newcastle United last week on Saturday, where he actually scored a brace on his return to OT at the Theatre of Dreams in a match that actually saw over 18 million viewers watching his debut. And according to CIES Football Observatory, who have actually put together a list of the most valuable football clubs in the world right now, with Pep Guardiola's side ranked first with a squad value of £924.5 million. So when you look at the valuation, they even look at the valuation of the squad that is inside there. What are the player ratings in terms of the money? And if someone is actually buying a player, how much money do these players earn? United sits second with a value of 878.5 million, while Paris Saint-Germain, who added the likes of Lionel Messi, Sergio Ramos, Jorginho Wijnaldum, Achraf Hakimi and Gianluigi Donnarumma, are third with a squad value of £806.4 million. All of the Premier League's top 6, including Arsenal, despite their woeful start to the season, make the top 10 alongside Juventus and Barcelona, with the Real Madrid coming in at number 4. So let us now take a look at the top 10 clubs, out the top 10 most valuable clubs in world football right now. Let us start from number 10. Tottenham Hotspur is actually number 10 with valued around £473.2 million. At number 9, FC Barcelona, who did lose Lionel Messi and Antonio Griezmann in one transfer window, are actually number 9 with £496.4 million. Arsenal, who are currently seated in the 16th place in the English Premier League, actually in the 8th place with 541 million in terms of valuation, above Barcelona and Tottenham, which is not bad for the Gunners anyway. Juventus, number 7, they did lose Cristiano Ronaldo in this particular transfer window, and they ranked 7 with £564.2 million in regards of the most valuable football clubs right now. At number 6 is Liverpool, the 2019-2020 Premier League title holders, coming in with £577.1 million. Chelsea are in number 5 with £669.8 million. They are the current European champions in regards to the UEFA Champions League. Then Real Madrid, who have just concluded the construction of the Santiago Bernabeu in Madrid, and it saw football return to Bernabeu over the weekend, where Madrid demolished Celta Vigo in a 5-2 rampant, which saw Karim Benzema score a hat-trick. Actually in number 4 with £675.9 million in terms of valuation. At number 3 is none other than Paris Saint-Germain. The Arab money power is taking over with £806.4 million in number 3. So PSG are actually putting in the money right by getting themselves players, and now they rank number 3 in the most valuable clubs. And if you were to look back 10 years before, El Kheliafi took over, or the Arab money took control, PSG would not even be anywhere near the top 10. And number 2 is the Manchester United club of the Red Devils, who come into number 2 with £878.5 million in terms of valuation. Manchester City are topping the list with £924.5 million in terms of valuation. Now, PSG President Nasser El Kheliafi discussed financial fair play at Messi's unveiling last month and insisted his sides were within the limits. He said, regarding the financial aspect, I will make it clear, we know the rules of FFP and we'll always follow the regulations before we do anything. We check with commercial, financial and legal people. We have the capacity. We sign Leo, it's because we can. Otherwise, we could not have done it. What Leo brings to the club is huge. which you can see just outside the stadium where thousands of fans are gathered to actually see him. He's a big asset. I hope Leo will not ask for a raise of salary, but we have what we have. It's fantastic for him. So those are some of the statements President Nasser El-Khelaifi did say in regards to Leo Messi coming into FC Barcelona coming from FC Barcelona to Paris Saint-Germain. And again, as the UEFA Champions League is set to take center stage, where PSG are always eyeing so much. Will Lionel Messi, Sergio Ramos deliver? We're here to see. The UEFA Champions League kicks off on Tuesday this particular week. Moving on, 9 players. Let's take a look at 9 players. Now we are now rating, and you see when we're rating players and the money and valuation, we rate them accordingly. Now let us look at the 9 players whose monthly income is less than Jorginho. Is less than Georgina. Now Georgina is less than Georgina. Georgina that we're speaking about is none other than Cristiano Ronaldo's wife. Now Cristiano Ronaldo gives stunning girlfriend Georgina Rodriguez an £80,000 allowance a month to fund her lavish lifestyle. Oh my God. I'm still looking into a situation where we, the Ugandan men, normally are worried about investing in women and saying Ugandan women ask a lot of money. Now Cristiano Ronaldo giving his stunning girlfriend over £8,000 for just maintaining her nice looks and making sure she maintains a lavish lifestyle because they're celebrities. Anyway, the 26-year-old shares a child, Alana Martina, with the Manchester United forward, and the couple also co-parent his other children. Ronaldo gives Georgina a reported £80,000 every other month, and to take care of her expenses, and this places her total earnings above the following football players. The loved up pair have one child together.